Hello, today here on Toyotas, we're going to be putting in this solar panel, and it's from Lensun, and it's going to be going on the hood of the Tacoma. And a couple things with it. The instructions tell you that to try to get your decal, and you don't have to have this decal, but they recommend the decal based off of if you ever want to take the solar panel on and off, it makes it easier and without ruining the paint. So that's what the solar panel looks like. So what we're doing right now is we're getting the truck ready, and we're getting the truck ready. We're cleaning up all the dirt and any little pieces of dried stuff that's on the paint, and we're using an alcohol cleaner to get the paint really nice and clean, making sure there's no little residue on there. And we're cleaning it a couple times before we do it, and then we're gonna match up the decal on there and get it so it's right in the spot that we want to get. And we're gonna use some masking tape to get that up. And when they send you this decal, they send it to you and it's in a roll. So I've had it out here for a few hours, and it's kind of warm today, so trying to get it to be as flat as possible. I'm sure there's going to be some little tunnels and stuff that we have issues with because of the roll. It's going to probably make a little mound and some little tunnels. And this plastic doesn't necessarily. This is the you'll be taking this off last, so you want to make sure that it's as flat as possible. At least, so that'll probably help me put it on. But so right now we're going to get it put on the truck and kind of get it set up so we can make sure it's in the right spot. See how it fits in here on both sides? Let's get it centered to where that's going to be, and we're going to get it down here just so the panel sits on there. So measure how far it is from each side, and then we'll put some tape right along here on each side so we know exactly where it needs to be. And then we need to make sure that it's that way. We need to make sure that it's the same distance on both sides of the top. So we got it taped down. We haven't even taken any of the backing off yet. We're just going to see what it looks like. How's the sticker look in the back? Okay? Yep. So we need to make sure that we get this on perfectly straight when we put it down. So what we'll do is we're gonna take and mark a couple lines here so that when we take this off, we have something to go by. We're gonna use a dry erase marker, and then we're gonna put some tape along here where this needs to sit, some finer tape. So right now what we need to do, Dalton, is we need to put some dry erase. Now that we've looked at it and seen what we like, we're going to put a dry. We're going to take this level here, kind of level it up right across here, and you're going to put a mark right down here so that we can put our tape on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it straight there, and we're going to do it on this side, and then we're going to put a mark up at the top and a mark down at the bottom so we can run our other tape along here so that when we put this down we have a guide to make sure that we get it straight, because it's going to be hard enough as it is to keep this straight. And you can make the line go like this if you want one, because our tape's going to go all the way up like that. And then once we put this on, we'll be able to get it on straight. Now on this, they don't send any. I was hoping that they had a sticker on the back that you could just peel off and it would stick on, but they don't. So I put 3M VHB tape on here, and so it should keep it held down good. This is the sign on the back. Just so you know, this is the tape that I bought to stick it on. I got it from Uline, and it's and if you can see that there, you can order your own. What we're going to do is we're just going to put a line here, a line of tape, just off of our marks, and this is a guide so that we can get it on straight. And this is, so we're going to put one down here at the bottom, so we know where it is at the bottom. And then we'll put one from here, all the way up to this mark. And that should give us a nice straight line to go off of, to put it on, to put the decal back on. So are we the exact same distance from here to here? Yep. Okay. Is that where we need it?
No. And come over more.
Put it all the way up. Just pull it more your way. Mine's set on this side, so I'll pick this up and bring it down towards where you need it. See how it's off? Oh, that's okay. Oh, it's way off right there.
I told you.
Ready? Get it down. Okay, I'm gonna take this tape off right here. And we're gonna work it a little bit. Your blue tape off down in the front. That's you. Yeah. So, is it where we need it to be? I'm going to take a quick measurement from there to there before we get it on all the way. By like a 16. Oh, okay, so I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it, so a lot of you people out there probably know better than I do, but I'm just going to get some of the soap out, and then I'll take this big plastic piece off, but let's get it all the way up the rest of the way. Grab this white. Whatever you want.
Hold on. Hold up.
More?
Yep. Okay, now make sure there's no slack. Plastic piece off.
Like that?
Take this plastic piece off. Oh boy. Sticking because of the tape. Take that tape off. Got the other side off too.
Okay, so here now we're gonna take this off. So hopefully, cross our fingers, we don't have as many bubbles as that thing had. One thing they said to do is get a needle and poke a little needle in if it bubbles up. This process is a lot harder than I anticipated. So I'm glad I sprayed the soap on it, because the soap is helping it seal down when I have a bubble. And if I didn't have the soap under there, it would just stick. So I would definitely recommend the soap and water underneath the sticker.
Got a little nose.
Oh, I don't. Uh-oh, there's something. There's a rock on my paint.
That's finally stuck.
one nice advantage to having this on there is you don't get a glare in your face when you're out four-wheeling. Okay, so you guys can see that we've got this pretty much all on. Got all the bubbles out. There's a couple bubbles that was hard to get, so I just poked them with a needle and then ran that tool over them, and they came right up. So if you ever need to do that, just poke them with a needle, and you can't even tell. It's just a small little hole, and let the air out and let everything settle down. So but we're getting it just about ready to go. Looks really good. Even if I don't have the solar panel on there, I think it's a good option. Okay, so this next part's going to be kind of hard because that VHB tape is pretty stout, so it's not going to give us any room for leeway. It's going to stick the minute we put it down. So we got to be very careful. One person on that side and one person on this side. And we're going to take off all the sticking right now, and then we'll be very careful when we set it down, because this tape is pretty almost, it's not permanent, but, and that's why they recommend doing the decal, because I imagine if this sits on the heat, it will make your paint look funny. If you don't have that decal in between the VHB tape. And then if you ever want to take this off, or you sell your truck and somebody doesn't want it on there, then you're going to be in a kind of a world of hurt if you don't have something down there to help take it off. So you settle the top, keep it from hitting while I get the bottom set up where I want. Got it? Yep. It needs to come my way, just a hair.
How's it look?
Looks like it's on my side just a little bit more than your side. Slide it over just to here.
That looks better up here.
Okay, is it okay up there?
Yeah.
You ready to push down?
Let's just look at it one more time.
You look at it from the front and see what you think before we push it down. Looks pretty good. As soon as the heat hits this, it'll be down real good. So you spell this Lensun, and I bought mine off Amazon. I think I paid $350 for it, but I've had it for a little while, so I'm sure prices have gone up since I bought it. Well, me building my trailer, it's been kind of hard to get everything done on my truck that I wanted to get done, so now I'm getting to my truck because my trailer's done. So, and then I'll show you guys a little bit later, once we get this down, how I'm going to use it to charge my batteries and what I'm going to use it for. Mainly I'm going to use it for my fridge, keep my fridge running when I'm parked, or when the battery's not running, when the truck's not running, because my fridge, I have another solar panel that I bring out for the fridge, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to use this one. So, and I'll show you how I have that hooked up. I'm going to hook it up with a Red Arc DC charger that has a MPT solar charger in it, and so it automatically switches over whatever is most powerful to charge the battery. So if the solar panel is putting out, it won't be putting out more watts than my alternator, but it will definitely, that looks pretty good. I think we got it on there pretty even. So, and it looks real good. So, it's a shame that I don't have the new Hunter version, but mine's already a Hunter version, so it's got everything on it as much as or more than the Hunter. The only thing I need to do is get the horsepower, and I might do a supercharger for that. Anyway, there you go. That's the finished product, and then I'll in a minute or so, maybe tomorrow I'll do a video on the charging mechanism. Okay, so on the wire, I'm running it down through there. I've got it clipped into the breather hole there, and I'm going to run it all the way down here. I'm going to pop a hole right in here. The plastic is rubber, and I'm going to run it down, and then it's going to come down here. I've got to change these plugs out because I'm going to put an Anderson plug on, and it's going to go down there. It's going to hook up to my Red Arc charging system, so it can charge my DC charger, and it switches from solar to DC whenever it needs to be.
These are cooking fast.
So here in the shop, currently right now we've got a Tacoma in here, a Tundra, and we are working on getting the water pump changed out of on the Tundra. So we had to take all that apart to get the water pump out. Thought it was leaking out of the freeze plugs in the back behind the transmission, so we had to pull the transmission out too, and there's the transmission. But we think it's just the water pump, which is kind of a bummer if it's just the water pump, but it's also a good thing, because then we don't have to worry about all the other stuff that could be wrong with it. So anyway, so on this, I'm getting my Anderson plug connector ready, and so I've got my wire cut, and I got my plug, and I'm just going to get this crimped in here. So I just need to get it started, and this is the only way you can really do a good job at crimping. So get my wire in there, and then I'm going to flip it over, hold my wire, crimp that bad boy down. Looks like I got too big a connector in there. So nice thing is if you have too big a one, you can always just pop them out real quick. Looks like somebody else used this from my last project, so got to find the right one. They're that easy to change.
Dad,
What's up?
can I put the cheese on?
Sure. So get this in here. One in. That's crimped on there. Probably a little too much. I should have got smaller ones. So I got my heat shrink on there. I got to get it melted down. It's got glue in it, so you can squeeze the glue out to the end. It's a little bit too big for the, it looks like this. It's kind of big, but it'll fit over the end of that real nice. So it keeps the water out, and then I just squeeze the glue at the end, kind of seal that whole section off if it's too big. So that's kind of where it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. So I'm only going to need a short amount from this.
Crazy. I can't go crazy.
Yeah, it looks a little better.
Getting it down?
Yeah. Just waiting for the solder to melt. There's 3 trash cans all over there.
You have another brush?
Another brush for what?
What for?
There is one hanging up in there by Mom's truck. Unless I threw it away. Remember that one that goes round and round? He's trying to get the solder to... There it goes. Get the solder in there. There's solder in there. Right here. Get that to melt. Then it gets nice and wired together. These work better in closed quarters. Kind of windy today. Let that cool for a second, and then I'll put my shrink wrap over it. And then it'll be all ready to roll, and I'll put this cover back on. I gotta get some zip ties up there. This is my zip tie. Makes it tight and cuts at the same time. Okay, so now I can bring this shrink wrap up here and
Drive around the mountain, go up the other side. One cloud, so. We'll drive.
yeah, it doesn't look like my shrink wrap's going to be good enough on that one. Get some tape on there. Yeah, it's because somebody broke it. Yeah. My buddy's gonna give me his off his 2020. He got new lights. Yeah. Screen. Screen flip. Okay, so you can see down in there on the red arc charger, you can see the little red light right here over in the solar. It's telling me that the solar is charging my battery. And this is my second battery right here. So it's hooking up to this and charging this up for all my camping equipment. And then there's my main battery over there. So it's all installed down to my red arc charger.